What up, guys? This is the LEVOIT 300p Air Purifier, which I have affectionately dubbed the mini allergy terminator, because this thing will hunt down pollutants in your air, terminate them, and I swear to God, it has cured my allergy problem in my apartment. So first, I want to show you how this filter works. So we'll take a look here. So to replace it, it's super easy. Spin this off. Pull it out right here, and there's your filter right there. So it has this activated carbon inner filter. It's got this nice pre-filter on the outside to catch the bigger pollutants, and you can easily buy these, replace them, you know, depending on how much you use it and how dirty your house is. That will kind of determine how often you have to replace it, but I think on average people are saying it's about 1 to 2 years that they use them on an average use. Put it back. And this will clear out a 1,000 square foot house in 1 hour. So that's great for, like, you know, little 1-2 bedroom apartments like I have. And, you know, if you have a bigger place, it'll just take longer. It can do it. Or you can upgrade to one of the more heavy duty ones. Like there's a bigger one that's about twice the size, does about 2,000 square feet in an hour. You can check that one out as well. That to me is the kind of main thing that you want to look at when considering these, because these are the top of the line. LEVOIT is a really, you know, high-end trusted brand, and there's a reason that these sell so many, because they really are quality and they really clean the air very well. So here are the different features of the LEVOIT 300p. So this doesn't have any sort of auto mode. You just have like levels 1 through 3. So here's how loud it is. 2, 3. Honestly, kind of loud on 3. The bigger filter is actually quieter, if you've ever seen the 400S. It has a child lock button, so you hold it down here, and this will actually lock all the buttons so that if your kid is like touching it, he can't like turn it off. And then hold it down to turn the lock off. This right here is the filter replacement, so it'll actually glow red when it's time to replace the filter. You have this button which turns off the interface, so if the light's annoying you while you're trying to sleep, you can turn it off. It's got a timer from 2 to 8 hours, and then it has sleep mode right there. So in sleep mode, it's actually still working. I can feel, you know, like a slight airflow coming out of there, but I really can't even hear anything, so it's just super quiet. Some pro tips for the LEVOIT air filter. So to maximize its usage, you want to put it lower to the ground, because pollutants are actually, you know, floating in the air. They actually settle towards the ground. So if it's lower, you know, you don't really want it on a table. You want it lower so that it's easier for it to collect all the stuff floating around in the air. Another thing that you want to do is don't stuff it away in the corner. Ideally, you actually want to put it in the middle of your room. But if that's annoying, you know, I just will move it into the middle of the room while I'm out for a little bit, and then move it back towards the side or the corner if I have to when I'm back in the house. Another thing I like to do is I like to turn on my ceiling fan as high as possible to just whip up all the pollutants that might be lodged to your furniture or like under tables and stuff. And the idea is you just want to dislodge, you know, allergens and pollen and dust, get it all in the air so that when it settles down, it gets sucked into the filter, and then where it blows it out the top after purifying it. Another thing you can do is try to place it in high traffic areas, so like near a doorway or somewhere where you're walking a lot, because that way every time you walk by, you're naturally creating some airflow, which again is trying to whip up these pollutants to get them towards the filter so that it can do its job. So here's the 400S and the 300P side by side, just so you can kind of see how they compare in terms of size. This is about 7 pounds. This is about 12 pounds. And this will do a 2,000 square foot house. This will do a 1,000 square foot house. So all in all, guys, I love this filter. I live in a 750 square foot apartment, so this thing is perfect for that. I actually downgraded from the bigger one. There's some trade-offs, like the big one, it's more expensive, but it has better features. But, you know, if you don't have a huge apartment and you don't want to spend what it costs to buy the big one, this guy will do the job. So I definitely recommend this for people who live in smaller houses or like apartments.